Musgrow.
Rolling right along, that was that Lil Jon featuring Mario and R. Kelly with Miss Chocolate. Before that I had Sean Garrett featuring Fake Butt, Nicki Minaj with Get It All. And I started that segment out with Quintessa featuring Murder Mook with Show Me the Money. I'm going to have Quintessa on the show. I was supposed to have her on a couple of weeks ago, but our lines got crossed and we couldn't actually make that connect. But she will be on the show in the next week or so. So, you know, I always bring you the exciting interviews. I want y'all to hear something out there. I want y'all to hear about what Renee has to talk about, the experience she went through in New York. Because as y'all know, Renee does a lot of traveling. She's in New York. This week she was in Fort Lauderdale. And she wanted to tell y'all about a little experience that took place up in New York City.
Well, I was just discussing with Kevin because he's always saying that I'm mean. I am not mean. I am the nicest, quietest, gentlest person you would ever meet on the surface. But if pushed, then you will see a mean side of me. But I go out of my way to avoid confrontation by all means. But if pushed to the limit or approached in such a way, confrontational, or you gonna get what you put out there. You gonna get it back.
What is that?
Yeah. So you gonna get craziness. So you can't approach me and say something crazy and looking crazy and not expect to get the same type of response.
Well, once again, what we was talking about earlier, too much information. The point of the story is Miss Renee was on CNN News. Y'all might have seen this last week because she was up there street fighting in New York. 40 years old and she's up there tussling in the streets with some stranger.
I was not. This is what happened. I have a suitcase that I have to. It's a rolling suitcase, and you know, as you all know, it's crowded in Manhattan. It's crowded in the streets, and mostly everybody walks if you're not catching a cab. So I walk to my location, and I have to drag along my suitcase along the sidewalks. Well, everybody's coming at you with their heads down. Nobody's paying attention. They're on cell phones. They're looking away. They just want to step on top of you and keep going. This stupid chick walking all up close in my personal space trips on the back of my suitcase because she's following too close and she's on a cell phone. She gonna stop talking on her phone and say to me, "Why don't you get your bag out of my way? I don't believe it with the suitcase." I said, "Why don't you get your from walking all up on me in my personal space and don't get effed up," as I turned around and got in her face. Pay attention. Get off the damn cell phone. Watch what you're doing before you get totally effed up. I used the whole word. And she backed off like she just knew she was getting ready to get killed in New York City streets. Because she truly was. At that point, you in my personal space, you trip over me because you're not paying attention, and you got the nerve to say something to me instead of "I'm sorry" or "excuse me." Oh yeah, she was truly gonna get effed up.
You can't out cussing them. Anyway, y'all keep it locked into the Worldwide Show.